Hey you guys, it is your girl Kia VL up in the building, all up on your screen, and today is going to be a little chit chat, talk. Let me know what you think in the comment section type day, because I've been thinking about jobs and like dream jobs, and if it's a such thing. Am I tripping for even asking this question? Let me know. Is there a such thing as a dream job for you? Like legitly, like something that you're like, okay, when I get there, it's just gonna be so good, it's just gonna be so sweet. Because listen, I feel like at one point I was like that, and then I did end up achieving that goal, but then when I got there, it was totally not what I thought. It was very disappointing to me. It was very disappointing to me. And it wasn't even a job per se that I didn't like doing. It's the people. It was the coworkers. They get on my nerves. Like, and it ruined that dream job or whatever for me. But is there a such thing as a dream job for real? Like, something that's going to be forever? Because I feel like my generation is definitely different than my parents' generation. Like, they will stay at jobs for forever, okay? 25, 30 years. Which, you know, I commend all of that. Because that's crazy. You put up with them people for 26 years, sis. You dealt with that foolishness for 35, 50 years. How? How come? What, why? Listen, improper English, when I think about it. Because I personally just couldn't see myself at any job. And it sounds bad to say, but I don't see myself at any job that I'll be like, okay, I think I'll just settle here and build a nest for myself. Now, I also think the reason I don't think that way is because of the fact that right now I don't have kids and a husband. You know what I mean? I don't have people to answer to. So when it hits my spirit, or when I feel like I'm no longer interested in a job, I don't mind seeing what else is out there. And, you know, when I do leave, most times it is for a higher up position, making more money and stuff like that. So, I mean, maybe that's what it is. Because, you know, my parents had kids young, so maybe that's what it is. I feel like when you have that on your butt, you know what I mean? That fire under your tail to be like, you got family to deal with. You better act right. You know what I mean? At this job, maybe I will see things differently, but do I really have to wait till I get there? I don't want to see. I don't. I don't. But, you know, I had my dream job, like I said, and actually achieved my goal of getting that job in the time frame that I wanted to and everything. And then I got there and I hated it. And you hear a lot of stories about people that, you know, go to school for certain trades or for certain jobs, and then after those 4 or 5 years they've gotten their degree, they've spent their money, they put their time and effort in, you know, getting these grades, they get into these positions and they hate it because it's not what they thought it would be. Like, I don't know. Because I was trying to think now, like, okay, so I told you guys I've been at my job now for a year, plan to stay there another year, but I feel like it's definitely not a retirement job. Listen, it's not. So there will be another job that's going to come in the future, but I'm trying to figure out what that may be, or if I just need to just work for myself and call it a day, which I really want to do more than anything. So I guess that's kind of a dream job, to work for myself, even though I know that working for myself is not peachy key. It's not easy at all. The biggest difference, I think, is that everything I do will be dependent on me. You know what I mean? When you're first starting your own company, everything is on you. Marketing is on you. Accounting is on you. You know, selling is on you. That type of stuff. So, but it sounds fun and exciting. It sounds like something fresh. And I know for a fact that it would be something I would do that would make life different, in the sense of every day will be different. It's not like every day, okay, I'm coming in to do phlebotomy. You know what I mean? It would be different things, like, okay, I might have a meeting. I might need to travel there. We might need to sign contracts here. We need to create. We need to do stuff like that. Like, that sounds fun to me. But I don't necessarily see it as like a dream job, because it is entrepreneuring. But maybe that could be a dream job, to be an entrepreneur. I don't know. But it just seems like when it comes to the outside world, when I had to get an industry, you know, a legit job, that every time I thought that, okay, this is my dream job, is to work here. Like, I get there and the job is fine. But then people, it's just folks. It's just coworkers. And I'm trying to get over that a little bit. But have you guys ever been through that? Like, have you ever been like, oh, I want to get this dream job, and you get into that position and you get there and you're like, this is not what I thought it was? Or either these people really are crazy, like, nobody wants to work. Nobody wants to work. Just me. Just me. I can't do this by myself. You know what I mean? Have you ever been in a situation like that? Because I have several times, okay? Several times. I have had many jobs. And I can tell you one thing that I've learned going through these many jobs is I know jobs that I don't want to work in places I don't want to work. But I do feel like it has built different characteristics in me that are vital for me in the future, but that doesn't necessarily mean I have to stay there in the garbage of the job. So I will leave. I will leave. Like, I don't know. Jobs have never scared me. Like, I've never been afraid to be like, oh my God, that means like my jobs are dwindling down. I don't know why, but I've always been that type of person that could get jobs and have not been worried to leave a job. I always got one. So, I mean, people could be like, that's irresponsible. Make up your mind. But at the same time, your girl still got checks coming in. She's still working. So, I really don't see nothing wrong with it. It'd be something different if I was just quitting jobs and was like not working for years at a time. That would be different. But, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like in this day and age, dream jobs are whack. Dream jobs are whack, but at the same time, everybody isn't meant to be an entrepreneur. So I could kind of I don't know. At the same time, I don't want to say dream job because my dream isn't to work. You know what I mean? Like, when your dream is to work, like your dream is to wake up every morning and be somebody else's, you know what? Like, that's not how I wake up wanting to be. Like, I think it's more so disappearing from dream job to necessity job. This is necessities for me to be able to, you know, move up in life, get that townhouse, get a new car, do stuff like this. Is the necessity job. This isn't the dream, okay? Because my dreams aren't to work. You know what I mean? My dream is retirement. Even though retirement gets boring for people too, and then they go back to work. So I'm like, I don't know what to do. All over the place. All over the place. But are any of you guys in your dream job? And what are dream jobs for real? Because I feel like dream jobs sound peachy key, and in reality, I feel like that's not the case. Like, you're still going to have days where you don't want to go to your dream job. Like, I feel like there's going to be days that when I do have my own companies, I'm not going to feel like necessarily dealing with certain aspects of the job. But the ultimate thing is that I'm being able to afford the lifestyle I want, give my kids something in the future, take care of mom and dad, you know, stuff like that. So I have to do some of the tough stuff in order to get to the good parts of it. So, yeah. But I was just over here thinking, like, okay, so what's going to be next? What's going to be my next dream job? And honestly, when I looked online, everything looked whack. Everything looked boring. Everything looked like it wouldn't be fun. Everything looked like something that I would get into and be like, yeah, I don't feel like I'm going to be here after 5 years. And that's always the first question they ask you in interviews, and it blows my mind, and you have to sit there and lie to get the job. But everybody will be like, so where do you see yourself in 5 years? You'll be like, yeah, I see myself growing with the company. In real life, you're like, yeah, I see myself not here, but I'm going to say I'm growing with the company just in case, you know, that's what you want to hear in order to keep me. So I'm like, child, that's a whole nother thing. Interviews. How to fake it till you make it. It's exactly what an interview is, okay? Most of us are faking through an interview, okay? Most of us don't really want a job per se, but we know we need to work, so we're going up in there. Listen, selling the dream. Selling the dream and acting like this is our dream. But yeah, I was just sitting here thinking about that earlier. Like, what's next? What would be the next dream job that I would want to do? Or at least the next role. Because I know for a fact that the position I'm in now is definitely not a permanent position for me. So I have to keep thinking forward. And yeah, at least until I have a kid or something. I feel like things will definitely just change once I have a kid. And not for the worse, but I feel like you would be a little more responsible. You'd be a little more okay with settling. But even then, it seems like you can't really settle down in a job because to me personally, I have worked in the healthcare field. I have worked in a lot of fields and I have been laid off thanks to COVID. Listen, and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like just stuff that was out of my control. It wasn't my performance at all. It was just lifing. And in that case, being in those predicament, I just realized like I feel like there's no sense of job security in the world at all, no matter what you do, honestly. And that just makes me look at things differently because to know that I actually, went back to school to learn a trade, to actually put in a word, to be in the healthcare field that is supposed to be this stability job, that's supposed to be this safe security job, and to see so many people get laid off and stuff like that, and because of a sickness, which is crazy because you would think that we had a pandemic, we would be of more value, of more need, but that ended up not being the case. They ended up dropping a lot of stuff because they stopped surgeries and things like that, and so it affected all of us, but it helped me see things like I feel like nothing is ever secure. So it's like, so if that's the case, if everything's not secure, then how about I do jobs that I know may not be secured anyway? Because no job is secure anymore. Like, you know what I mean? I like, we do a lot of stuff and be like, oh, there's no room for growth over here. There's no job security there. However, no job is safe. Is it just me? Am I overthinking? Again, because you guys know I tend to do that. But I was just thinking about that. I'm just like, so what do I want to do next? Because outside of job security that I feel like no longer exists in this world, the world is open to me. What do I want to pick? What do I want to choose? But yeah, I would like to have a job where I'd be like, oh, I've been doing this for this long. It sounds good on paper, but it would really have to be something I really enjoy doing and really liked. So I'm going to keep looking. Okay, I'm going to keep researching. There's something I might be missing. There's a million different jobs out here. But yeah. I see what's next. What's going to make some more money, yoni. Ooh. Because, if I'm leaving one job, I better be making more. Okay? I better be making more. I'm not in a bad predicament here. I don't have coworkers I dislike here. So, listen, I can wait. This time. Last time I couldn't. Them people was getting on my nerves. So I was like, pay cut, you taking $1. I mean, it is what it is, baby. Jesus help me make up that dollar. Sometimes you just got to get out. Nothing is worth your sanity, your stress being ridiculous, your blood pressure being up. So listen, if you're going through something like that, I pray for you much. I hope you do find the next job for you because I've been there. I've done that and it is not fun at all. So that was just my little thought process for today. What do you think? Tell me what you think in the comment section. Are y'all feeling me? Am I tripping? Am I bugging? Am I all over the place? Probably am all over the place. I always am. But yeah, I'm going to stop it here before I just keep rambling. So yeah, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. And you already know I will see you guys later. Thank you so much for watching. And really, let me know what you think. All right. Bye. Love y'all.